Yo guys, what's up, is Krypz, and today I'm going to show you all the new beastly visage ornaments for the Mask of Bakris. Now this is an exotic ornament being sold in the Eververse right now for 600 silver, but if you don't want to spend any silver on this ornament, then you could wait until it goes into the brighter store. And yeah, in this video I'll show you how it compares to the original look, as well as how it shaders and pairs into different sets. But yeah, if you do find this video useful, then please drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Also go ahead and check out my Namean sets video if you want to see what the Eververse sets look like for this season. And yeah, without further ado, it's time to get straight into the ornament. So I'm first going to start by comparing the new ornament to the original look. So as you can see, the first big difference is the glow in the eyes. So with the original Bakris is a dot glow, whereas here in the ornament is got these little lines. Now this does not affect the glow intensity. As you can see with Gambit Jadestone, they both glow really bright. But what I do find much better here is the glow placement. On the original Mask of Bakris, when you do have a cloak on, it will cover some of the glows at the top, or at least make them quite hard to see. Now like with both helmets, I do think they look much better with a cloak over them, especially the ornament here, as it does have a very sinister look with these really sharp teeth down the front. Although that doesn't mean you can't use this without a hood. As you could see on the back end, a lot of helmets in the game have like a really weird look to the side profile or at the top of the head, but with this ornament it actually looks really nice, with some nice like tubing going down the back here. This would also mix really well in like an exo set, as I'll show you all later. Now I'm going to be going over what I found to be the best shaders with this ornament, but firstly I want to point out that this helmet is fully shaderable. As you could see, even the piping back here, it will either tint or just fully go black, which is quite nice. Now something I do want to point out is if you're trying to go with a sinister look, shaders like Omnicronia, Old Growth, Seven Sisters, basically anything that shaders the skull and the underpiece here the same colour, won't really be as good, because as you can see here with Postmatism, you'll have a different colour on the bottom piece here, and this will allow the teeth to stand out much more. For example, like Conflagrate is a nice red shader, because it shaders the skull red here and then the underpiece silver, allowing the red teeth to stand out more. Now this doesn't mean that Omnicronia doesn't work. I'm just saying that if you are trying to create like a really sinister look with a cloak that casts a shadow over the face, then you're going to want a colour contrast in the teeth. But yeah, I know a lot of people like dark shaders, so I'm going to show you some now. So we have Abyssinian Gold, which can sometimes be sold in the brighter store. Really nice dark look with a red glow. Another great dark shader is Amethyst Veil, and this can drop from the Eververse engrams. This one is particularly great as, like I just mentioned, it has a silver on the bottom, allowing the black teeth to stand out. Then there's also Refurbished Black Armory, which was from Forges and were removed from the game. But this is still a very nice full dark look if you're looking for that. And also if you're new, don't forget that there is a shader bundle in the archive. This contains some great year one shaders, and it only costs Glimmer. Now one of these shaders are Metro Shift, which is actually a great alternative to Amethyst Veil. The shader almost the same, except Metro Shift has a bit of a different texture, so it does come off more shiny. But some other great shaders in this bundle would be Monochromatic, for a nice white look. There's also Mercury Vex Chrome if you want to try and make the skull look more like bone. And also a few of the new seasonal shaders are pretty good. Here's the Crucible one on the helmet here. So yeah, you just want to experiment, but as you can see from all the shaders I've shown, it shaders perfectly. So now I'm going to be showing you all some sets that I made with this ornament. So the first one here is my Blood Demon. This is more of a sinister looking set, and as you could see I used some pretty sharp pieces to match. So on the arms, starting off, I used the Steeplechase ornaments. This is from the Season of the Hunt pass. Again, like I mentioned, if you want a sharp look, this is definitely something I'd recommend. Now if you wanted something that's obtainable as an alternative, then you could use the Flowing Grips, the Coda from the Prophecy Dungeon. Then the chestplate is the Scorned Baron Vest. Now this actually drops from legendary engrams and is a great piece for any of you new players looking for a nice scavenger piece. This is absolutely awesome for that. Then the boots are unfortunately no longer obtainable, as they were from the Crown of Sorrows raid, although if you have it you could use the Steeplechase again. And then as for the cloak, I used the Holdfast cloak, which is also in legendary engrams, so it's a piece I definitely recommend new players going for, and as you could see here, casts a really nice shadow over the face. Now if you wanted to, you could also try using the Lightkin pieces. With Midnight Smith it creates a weird texture on the fur, so an alternative I'd recommend is Rose Scale. And this is actually a great alternative for new players, as you can get this right now, and this is for getting rank 7 in the Crucible. Now I also want to show you this set I made with the helmet. This is more of an exo sort of look. I want to use more plated pieces with some glows to show you what else you can achieve with this. So I went ahead and used the interlaced grips from last season's pass. Now the chest plate is the Prime Zealot Cuirass from the Vault of Glass raid. This is really nice for a plated look, and also has a little bit of glow on the chest, which is actually shaderable. Again, you could even use the boots and the arms from this set if you really wanted to. And then as for the boots here, I chose the Virtuous Strides and then the Phenotype Plasticity Cloak. Now unfortunately these ones are no longer obtainable, but if you did want a really nice hoodless cloak, then I'd recommend the Lux from the Eververse archive. And yeah, the great thing about making a set like this is obviously you could switch Abominachronia for something more silver if you wanted to. You could even go with like 44 steel for a more steampunk sort of look. And actually there's some great pieces that were reintroduced into Whirlpool. So we actually have the Tangled Web. They've returned, so you could go ahead and get these arms. It's something I highly recommend as well for like a scavenger look. And you can even try pairing the Deepstone Crypt raid armor with this set. As you could see, I went with a purple to match the holograms, as they are not shaderable. So yeah, they are pretty much some of my ideas and sets I wanted to show you all with the ornaments. I also have a really nice set from the Discord I want to show you all, and this is from Akio with the Dracula set. It's a really awesome set and shows what other things you can try, obviously using the sharp teeth as a way to sort of make a vampire, and I think it is a really nice look as well. So yeah, that pretty much sums up the video. Now as for the ornaments being worth a buy, I would definitely say it is, especially if you use the exotic quite often. Then I would 100% go ahead and purchase it. It's very versatile, you can create lots of different looks, and is a big improvement over the original. Now if you are still unsure on purchasing it, then I would say hold on to your silver and instead just save up Bright Dust so you can go ahead and purchase it when it does come into the Bright Dust store. So yeah, we'd love to hear what you all think of the ornaments in the comments below, and if you have made a set with it, then please go ahead and join the Discord. I'd love to see what you all have done with it. But yeah, if you did find this video useful, then please drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video.